first I look at like a lot of hair products and stuff, and I say, oh, well, like Aveda or like the products that use, they say animal cruelty free or whatever, and then I'm like, what was it doing cruelty to animals before? I
Yeah.
mean, there's something, and they're like, oh, you get that mental picture, you're like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
A lot of cosmetics, they'll put them like in bunny rabbit's eyes
Bunny
to see if,
rabbit's
yep,
eyes.
that's just one example to see if they react to it.
Right.
So that's why, like for instance, I don't use any products that are, tested on animals or have animal ingredients in them. So, but you're right. Like sometimes we just don't know. And if we have the information, then it makes us think about things and we might change our behavior because of it. You want to stand over here?
It's live on YouTube. Is that okay?
Is that all right with you? Yeah, if you want to set yourself down.
Okay.
So my name's Rebecca. What's your name?
Chanel.
Chanel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So we're talking about oppression today. Do you feel like it's right for when the more powerful or when they oppress the powerless or the weak, the less powerful?
Yeah.
You think it's okay?
No, I don't think
Oh,
it's
it's
okay.
not
I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
You just said so many things, but no, I don't think it's okay.
Yeah, it's not right.
No, it's not. It's not right to put anybody down.
Yeah.
Whether race, gender,
Yeah.
sexual orientation, anything like that.
Absolutely not. So we're on the same page about that. What do you think about the way that we use animals? We animal agriculture puts them in slaughterhouses, and we use them for clothing items and science and entertainment. What do you think about that?
I think it's a tricky one because I like art and fashion and stuff like that, and I think maybe I'm not as much educated. It's just like sometimes when I'll watch some of the award shows and see, and they talk about, oh, this person's getting criticized for, it's like Lady Gaga or somebody that Rihanna or somebody does a lot of different looks, but I guess it just has me go and look more like what is it that they do. Because when you're more educated and informed on what the things are, it gets you to think about it more. I think that's with anything. When you have more information, you think about it more, and how does it touch you? It's just how it touched you. Like, I don't know, because first I look at like a lot of hair products and stuff, and I say, oh, well, like Aveda or like the products that use, they say animal cruelty free or whatever, and then I'm like, what was it doing cruelty to animals before? I mean, there's something, and they're like, oh, you get that mental picture, you're like, what is that? What is that? And I'm like, oh my gosh.
A lot of cosmetics, they'll put them like in bunny rabbit's eyes to see if, that's just one example to see if they react to it.
Right.
So that's why, like for instance, I don't use any products that are, tested on animals or have animal ingredients in them. So, but you're right. Like sometimes we just don't know. And if we have the information, then it makes us think about things and we might change our behavior because of it,
Yeah, definitely being more informed makes me think about it.
So have you ever heard of veganism?
Yeah, I have. I've tried it. The cheese part of it is a little difficult, but there's a lot of good parts to being vegan. I know eating cleaner. I can't say that I'm vegan right now, but I'm definitely more conscientious of like not with meats and things. What I eat, I'm having more of a poultry diet, pescatarian. Try to be like that. I don't eat. It's just, but it does. I think it helps you be able to create more things too, though. When you use more natural products and play with it, you can see you can get really a lot more pigmented colors, like in makeup, like using coffee beans or red berries or just different things. That's what I like a lot of products from Trader Joe's, and then adding stuff to it.
Well, we know that it's like even if you eat meat, like say if you had like a piece of tofu and you had meat, like it's all about seasoning, right?
Yeah, seasoning.
Like, and seasoning is actually comes from plants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So
you season anything well, you can hardly tell what is what. Like tofu is a big one because sometimes when people like I'll make soup or something, and but they're like, there's no way there wasn't meat in there. I was like,
Yeah.
It wasn't meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said that you were vegan, but you like cheese.
Well, I was
So,
at one point vegan. I'm not
yeah,
vegan right
you're not,
now.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of cheese substitutes.
the cheese is getting a lot better.
The cheese is getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the animals? Like, do you think that it's fair to treat them the way that we do, just to use them for food when we know there's something else that we could buy that wouldn't
No,
harm?
I don't think it's fair.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate other ways of treating animals that
Yeah.
are included in the process of how products are made, or it's food, for instance. There's definitely nicer ways to treat animals, or to not treat animals, to do things.
Yeah.
I will say though that genetically modifying the things, I don't think that so much is so good. I don't really think that, because that's making us sicker in different ways in the long term. Like, I feel like a lot of the cancers are happening because of genetically modified, not only animals but plants.
Really? Well, I was just going to say the animals are all modified from
The food
they
they're
aren't
eating.
even that, and they've been like, they're pumped full of different drugs and things to make them produce more, and so they like chickens, for instance.
Yeah.
The way that they grow is like increased because of the way that they're raised in the factory.
Like, I think the
process.
first thing I think of, I would say KFC.
Yeah.
Their chickens, I think that's something one of my friends told me at first, that like they had more eyes than they're supposed to, or
Well,
like
yeah.
more legs. And I was like,
Yeah.
I stopped eating KFC.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Years ago, they said, you know why it's called KFC now instead of Kentucky Fried Chicken? Because it's not chicken.
Yeah.
It's called KFC because it's so genetically modified and cruel that it's like they can't even stand
it.
up. They can't.
Yeah.
So, what if I gave you some resources? Would you be willing to look?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me get a card. Do you guys have an extra card? I'm out of cards. Thank you.
Wait.
Yeah, they got me. So we're anti-animal use.
Okay.
This is our website.
Okay.
And basically, our website has information on how you can go vegan and different reasons why. Like, if you're like, well, but what about my protein, or what about this or that? Like, it gives you all kinds of different,
right on.
alternatives. And then nutritionfacts.org would be helpful. And there's like a Dominions on there. It shows the standard practice of what happens to animals.
Sounds good.
So it's great meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Take care.